good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, I'm going to go ahead and give my disclaimer, whatever it's called. So, if you are mentally unstable, watching tarot is not what you should be doing. Okay? Go meditate. Um, so, yeah, if you're mentally unstable or if you're mentally unwell, then this is not going to be probably a message for you. Um, Probably listening to tarot in general is going to be something that could very trigger you, and so this is why I'm giving the warning. So what how my messages work is they are prophetic, so they're things that could have happened, things that could be happening now, like in the middle of being created now, or they could be things that will happen, right? um you have to use your gift of discernment. Like I tell people, if you get a pendulum, you can use that as a gift of discernment, okay? Because some of the information that comes through will be for you, and some of the information that comes through will be for somebody else, because this is a collective reading. Um, you just have to be able to use your discernment to learn how to pick what is actually going to be for you and what's not going to be for you, okay? So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not like anybody that could tell you any how to live your life, what changes to make. I'm not a professional like that. I only give the messages from God, and I pull the cards and I just give the information and read with my vision. So that's what this is, okay? So this is going to be kind of a different reading. I'm kind of excited. I when I started with my note cards, I pulled the CIA project Ragnarok, Loki, Sophia, and then I also pulled an Untold history. So, and that this affects many multiple lifetimes, like multiple lifetimes, but like multiple timelines. So there's other timelines going on right now, and there have been other timelines that have merged into our timeline, and that's where some people like where I read for people, so I see who they've been in their other lifetimes. I see who they are, what type of energy they have with them. I know who they are, and so yeah, some of them are gods from like Ragnarok and stuff like that. Like literally anything that people create with Marvel is has psychic truth to it. It's really weird. Um, I thought it was really weird. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have it like just reading about different stories. So that is kind of enchanting. It does make it a little bit more fun. I've had the opportunity to interact with other dimensional beings that are these that people model like after like Doctor Strange and stuff like that, and Thanos is Thanatos, the angel of death. Yeah, it makes sense now, huh? Okay, so there is an untold history here that I want to get involved in. And honestly, like when I pulled this CIA project, Ragnarok Loki, I had forgotten that I wrote this because I got Project Looking Glass written on the other side. I had straight up forgotten that I wrote it. So, um, okay, so if you are a return for subscriber, then you'll know about the bell clearing. I'm going to go ahead and use the bells now before we get into the reading. Okay, so these are chimes, and what they do is they create a dissonant sound, and what that does is it cleans the energy for the room. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the energy. So if you have a sensitivity to sound, you may want to just turn the volume down for a second or muffle your ears. Okay. Okay, we survived that. Like literally. Oh, I love it because these will actually clear the energy throughout the room. It's amazing. All right. Thank you, Temple Bells. You're awesome. Okay. And what you're hearing in the background is a throat chakra singing bowl sound bath that's playing. It said something on it like 11 throat chakra points that it hits. So I was feeling attack on the throat chakra. There's been uh I don't know if this is a Freemason thing, but I've been picking up on for a while now about these Freemasons that like to sacrifice people and like energy harvest them or whatever. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but it was coming up today a couple of times about these Freemason people. Like that obviously there it just didn't make any sense. When I looked at it with my gifts, it made no sense. Like they're supposed to be like an organization that upholds like some type of spiritual law, but then they have people within the organization like gang stalking earth angels and energy harvesting them, trying to sacrifice using their life as like a sacrifice. Like, okay, no, that's a no. That's a no from God. Absolutely not. And the person that's involved in doing that is seriously going to get half the organization really hurt. Okay? Because God don't play. And you guys were warned to stop attacking me and the other Earth angels on the planet. You straight up were told. You've been told more than once. Like, straight up. 30, and I'm talking about this is 33-degree Masons. And then people that think that they're some type of order of Melchizedek. And no, they're not. They're not the spiritual order of Melchizedek. They're like the human man order of Melchizedek, and they be fucking haters. And witches? They're Christian witches. This fucking insane to me. That's crazy. Christian witchcraft? Like what? No way. But yeah, I guess it's a thing. I guess. I mean, I've got to assume so because my gifts don't lie. All right, so there's an untold history. What I'm picking up is that there's actually a lot of people in this timeline that are not originating from this timeline. Ooh, I got chills. That's like, it's like exciting and like kind of scary at the same time. Because literally there are so many other timelines that this main timeline interacts with. So a lot of the times, like when the timelines actually merge, we'll merge with another aspect of ourself. Okay. And it maybe happens in the sleep where it's just it's an unconscious thing, but then all of a sudden people start to change their behaviors. They change their personality. We call it a walk-in soul, but this is actually not really a walk-in because it's you. It's like you just on another timeline. But when the timelines come together, both parts of you come together. So that's where all these like other lifetime memories and unresolved stuff kind of filters from. That's where I see it come through, like through these other timelines that are existing where there is duality. So like if you're a good person now, you may not be a good person in another timeline. And honestly, I don't want to believe in bad people, but like every villain has a backstory. Everybody has a story of how they got turned into whatever they are or whatever. Like everybody's got a story. It's an untold history, basically. And it's wanting to come to light because I feel like the CIA project has something to do with Gnosticism, and it has something to do with like pulling people from their timeline and merging them with who they are in this timeline type thing. And then them wanting to be able to see what timelines are going to be merging into this timeline, because that's how the future is determined, basically. You have a timeline, right? You're looking at something and then you see how long it goes for. But when it comes from like, these higher dimensional timelines that are converging. So how does it occur for people? So I would say that if you feel like you're having well, like an out of body experience. That's one sign of merging with another timeline. If you all of a sudden wake up with memories that aren't yours, that would be a very good indication you've made a connection with you in another timeline. Now there's like timelines for every possibility that exists. So let's say that when you were like 5 years old, you were in your main timeline. You are riding a bike and then you scraped your knee. You fell off your bike. And let's say that your mom helped you in this timeline. Well, you could have another timeline where your mom wasn't there and she didn't help you. Okay? And that could cause you to feel some type of way in this timeline if you've merged with that other part of yourself unknowingly. And we are expansive beings, so we do this. They're saying that we do this like on a cycle. There is some type of structure, okay, that I'm seeing. And it has to do with a solid timeline and then things in space that are orbiting. Like it has to do with the things in space. Um, so so this is part of where the mandala effect comes in. So if you know what the mandala effect, I need to write that down on a card, but I ran out of note cards. They got stuff on them. The mandala effect is what happens when you find out that your reality is slightly altered from the original reality or where you remembered it. Like, what was his name? Oh my gosh. Drawing a blank on the guy's name. No, duh! Nelson Mandela. Okay, so they call it that after the guy. All right, so in the 1980s, he was seen on TV by a lot of people, and they said that he was executed. Maybe it was a mock execution. I don't know. But maybe it wasn't, and maybe that was the timeline, because now we have the Mandela effect where a lot of people are like, hey, Nelson Mandela, he died. We saw it on the news. A lot of people saw that, and a lot of people didn't. So also, if there is a movie called Shack. Was it called Shack? There was a movie about a genie, and then maybe it had an actor in it. So that was another one. That was one that I experienced. I saw the movie. I was like, what? It's always weird because when they start messing with film and literally all it is like you've switched into a timeline where things are slightly altered. That's what it means. And like if you become aware of it, the timeline will like seriously show you. It will show you all the different the things that are different. So but the thing is like we can be coexisting here and also be in another timeline, okay, where there's another part of us. It's almost like a reflection. Like there's another world where every other choice that we made or didn't make, or that played out. So sometimes we run into people in this world and they have just merged with somebody from another timeline that we have unresolved karma with. That's when stuff can trigger. And then people get really upset, nobody knows why, and we say it's karma. Well, it is karma. It's just coming from another timeline, unresolved. So what do they need to know about this? Okay, so basically that there other timelines exist is what God's saying. Then I've got the moon here and the Nine of Cups. So there's always this is what God says. Oh gosh, amazing. There's always a hope. There's always a better chance because there's another timeline that exists where you didn't make a bad decision, where you didn't go down a wrong path, where you did it, etc., 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 etc. It exists. So that's why you should never give up on yourself or never give up on anybody else because you don't know what other timelines they have going on that could merge right into there. And then you're like all of a sudden living with a full blown God, you know? And people know and people know about it. Like they will have memories and dreams about it. So pay attention to your dreams. Okay? Because if you are part of the experimentation with different timelines and different entities from these different timelines, you will know. You'll know. I don't know how you'll know, but you will know. God works differently for everybody, you know. It's like everybody sees the divine in a different way. So, however it translates for you. So, the untold story that I'm picking up is that something about the whole Ragnarok story, like I was saying about timelines, how this has to actually do with like a timeline, a main timeline, and then some type of orbiting spheres. I want to say astrological bodies in space. It has to do with the timelines and a cycle, like timelines being cycled in as these things rotate. I'm seeing some type of angelic machinery. It's something like the Ophanim do, like watch over, because they're like technology angels that have the gift of sight. It's really hard to explain, but they have something to do with it. So let me see what they're gonna say. Okay, that's what this is about. This is about the eclipse creating a new timeline. And the Nine of Cups. This is like you getting all of your wishes fulfilled. Strength. This is you being at your strongest point. So, and there could have been like, there could have been other people from other timelines that you have some unresolved stuff with, and you can't figure out why you can't get rid of this unresolved stuff. God wants you to know, because why it's not making sense is it's not coming from this timeline. Excuse me. It's literally not coming from this timeline. That's why you're never going to find an answer to the root of it. Like where is it actually originating from? This issue or this energy or whatever this unresolved stuff is. Now, what I saw about the Ragnarok was it didn't have anything to do with gods. It's like how people translate stuff just back in the day. It's kind of their way of thinking, okay? Ragnarok situation had to do with some type of astrological like collision or battle or just accident, like those, you know how I was saying I saw the machine, it had those orbiting spheres and then the timeline. Like it has to do with that. Like it has to do with the Fenrir moon. See, we've actually named astrological bodies after everything that's in Ragnarok. So this isn't surprising me that has to do with astrology. So, yeah, um, all of the parts of it basically has to do with a different part of like the butterfly effect when an um, astronomical event would occur. Then all these other things like would happen as a butterfly effect, and that would create a new timeline. That's what I'm seeing Ragnarok is about. So, but when I ask, because you know how prophecies are like weird, they're like, okay, they have been, a lot of the prophecies have been already fulfilled in the past, but then there's something relevant about them now, and then they're still getting fulfilled in the future, and it's like the same prophecy, like past, present, future, because the history repeats itself, and that's what this untold history is. That's what that's what this, sorry, I'm keep saying spirit, I'm doing something. That's what this untold history is about. And then also, that's why there's no death, because a lot of the times when people die, and many near death experiences like have happened where people die and then all of a sudden they're in somebody else's body. Okay, it's called walk in soul. That, like, they'll come out of a near death experience and have be just a completely different person, and their wife's like, yeah, they used to love, you know, red beans and rice, and now he just hates that, and all the stuff that I used to do, he used to love that, now he just hates that, and he just wants to get away from me. That's because that person is no longer that person. Like, another timeline's merged with that person, and somebody's taken that body over because it's a waste of a vessel. Literally, death is the waste of a vessel. It truly is. So a lot of the times, if there's an accident, somebody gets really injured pretty bad, they have the option to be with another spirit that approaches, like, I'll switch spots with you. I'll live out the rest of your days. I will take on whatever debts you have. I will be responsible for whatever karma you've created. I'll take on your memories. I'll take on your life. And then you can go be free in the spirit world. You don't have to deal with the third dimension anymore. That's the deal that gets made. Okay. And a lot of the times it's a positive enemy. A lot of the times it's a positive entity. A lot of the times it's not a positive entity that approaches. Like I said, we all have different aspects of ourselves. That's why it's so important to do shadow work and to integrate all of these different aspects of ourselves, and to have the higher wisdom to see that that it all ties in, the astrological bodies, just like how the Greek gods are named after astrological bodies. They can be told stories about gods or planets, you know, but at the end of the day, there's still an evolution that takes place. So I ask that the Most High God bless you, bless me, and bless this current timeline that we're in of the new earth. And Holy Spirit, please be with every person that watches this. Help them adjust to this. Okay. Thank you, God and the Holy Spirit, for hearing that prayer. Thank you, Sandalphon, for making sure that nothing interferes like that again. Like, seriously, people try to send attacks to the Wi-Fi, like, anyways. All right. We're going to get some cards laid down now, because I want to know more about what are we even looking at. Whoa. Okay. All right. Now, with the thought of other timelines being included and upon this reading, we're going to just dissect this. The first card I pulled is the Lovers in reverse. Inability to make a decision. A bad choice is made. Friends move on and abandon you. Fighting and communication breakdown leads to infidelity. Infidelity and separation. Possible divorce. A moral lapse involving temptation. Indiscretion and infidelity. Interference of in-laws. The need to heal a relationship. Okay. Yes. Something about this other timeline and in-laws. I'm not even married, but I felt that. Okay. So if you're in a situation where you've got in-laws that are like trying to pressure you to make a decision, I feel like they may be attaching onto you right now because of this other timeline. They don't want to let you go. Is what I feel. Um, yeah, fighting and communication breakdown, breakdown lead to infidelity and separation. This is definitely talking about a relationship. So there could have been somebody in one of these other timelines that oh gosh, for some of you, it is somebody that you separated from in another timeline. They're coming back now. Like at the end of Mercury retrograde, they may be cycling in their new, like this other aspect, and it does feel like it's a higher aspect. Um, is somebody that is actually dealing with infidelity, but again, this is another. Oh, this is weird. And these people know that they have a relationship in another timeline. So the infidelity is like it's known about between the people. I'm seeing a group of people know that they're had a connection in another lifetime. The part about friends abandoning you. This card kind of is talking about, it's kind of talking about the natural ending. You know how Ragnarok is about the ending of the world? It's kind of talking about that here. And it's something behind it being a dispute between lovers. It says the next card is the Eight of Pentacles. See how he's working really diligently and like paying attention to what everybody else is doing? It says pay attention to details. Errors and sloppiness may be your undoing. Okay? This is why we're talking about these multiple timelines. This is like super important. Check all work for accuracy. Hard work will be satisfying and successful. Okay. So you may be haven't just inherited, because like I said, we're in a new timeline. That means a bunch of them came together and merged. You could be coming into a new trade or skill set. I'm seeing somebody that, like, oh, I got chills. Uh, oh, okay. Somebody that's like a blacksmith. I feel, and there could be other things too that I'm picking up on. This is definitely a creative trade, something you do with your hands, something that you would build. Archery for some of you. So hard work will be satisfying and successful. There's no get rich quick path for you. Now, the way I'm seeing this is like a, a direct relation. This, okay. So this has to do with some work that you did in this other timeline. And it's super important. Like it was way spiritual, yo. It was something like so regarded as being so important. Some of you were people that healed like with potions. And so this ability to be crafty, whatever it is, if it's like herbs, if it's whatever it is, this new energy that's coming in, that's a new, it's like a skill set that you just didn't know you had that you find you're really good at. It's actually coming from this other timeline that you've merged with. So there's no like get rich answer to things. So you're going to have to apply yourself, obviously, and work smart. Um, Learn a new trade or profession or upgrade your skills. Again, that's very strong at this time, especially coming out of Mercury retrograde. That's like, boom, as soon as that's done, begin. Um, and then they're showing me like They're showing me entrepreneurship, mass production of something. You're somebody that can create like a pentacle after a pentacle after a pentacle after a pentacle. Maybe you wire wrap trees. Maybe you do something crafty with your hands, and you have the gift and ability to do something crafty with your hands that can really make you some money here. I mean, I'm seeing that it's something that could be long term, even if it's just a side thing. You know, maybe it's reading cards, like whatever it is. Even if it's just a side thing, it's still a skill that's coming from this other timeline that has to do with Ragnarok. And like I said, Ragnarok was the coming together of astrological bodies and comets and stuff like that. Um, so, but don't be over spendy. Start in little amounts and let everything grow. That's what this card's saying. Because you may just come into alignment with a part of yourself that has the success that you're looking for right now, and it's because it is in another timeline, but it's accessible here. That's like the thing about this all is that makes it relevant is that we can access these other timelines from here. So yeah, people could be definitely pulling psychic gifts and abilities and traits from other lifetimes, other timelines that are going on, that other parts of them. And that's why our DNA is so important and how it evolves and awakens itself. Okay, so the next step. We've got the Four of Wands here. This is all you want pretty much. It's like the coming to fruition of your Eight of Pentacles. Creative goals and projects will be completed. Yay. Ideas are plentiful. Financial rewards come in completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness. That is the general. Reward yourself for success. Celebrate life's passages. If you're wanting to retire right now and start up like something on the side, you could be called to do that because, again, it's coming from another lifetime. I'm seeing somebody that likes to make costumes. They like to design costumes. I think that that's really good for, what is it called? It'll come back to me. Like LARPing, but like, whatever it is, where people dress up and they play games and stuff. Okay, so and then I'm also seeing somebody, I'm seeing it maybe is the same person that likes to create costumes and fashion. I'm seeing a couple of movies that you're going to be able to do that with. And that's going to be with your Eight of Pentacles coming into the Four of Wands. You may be retiring and then picking up some extra work. The next one is the Knight of Pentacles. Signifies a male under 40, works hard. His job is the center of his life. Financially successful. Patient and extremely focused. Traditional values of hard work and public service. Ethical, conservative, realistic, and down to earth. Follows through and keeps his word, underestimated by most people. So this Knight of Pentacles is your energy. I do feel like you're underestimated by most people because you underestimate yourself because you don't know, like I said, that expanded version, which includes the multiple timelines. So something about what you're creating here is it's going to be creating some form of success. But I see this group, I've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. So I see this group of people fighting over what you're working, like fighting over what you're working on this, and then I see other people trying to fight over it and divvy it up. They're like vultures, straight up. Like they don't even care if you're dead. They'll pick your ass alive apart just so they can have a piece of whatever you're working on. This is some weird energy. It has to do with something sacred, like yeah, so this card says fighting over profit. Fighting over profit and who gets credit on projects leads to failure. Anybody trying to pass off your work, you may be creating a brand and then somebody's trying to copy that brand. Don't let that stop you. No one will compromise, it says. Yeah, selfishness and preoccupation with profit and personal advancement will prevail, putting individual needs above the rest of the group. Dooms new projects, conflict at work or home. Okay, so this is showing me that there's already this other timeline that we're talking about. If somebody's been messing with your work or trying to steal your work or whatever, it's because they know they're from this other timeline and they know that you can do something. They know that there's something to be had about this. Because you maybe have been working on a project for a while and you haven't told anybody about it, but it's coming out right here that these people already know about it. Conflict at work or at home. I feel like these people are going to be fighting over the work that you're doing and they're not even a part of it. That's insane. They're trying to chase off of you because you're somebody that works very hard. You put your job at the center of your life. That's why right now you're coming out of a situation where retirement may be the best thing, or a transition in job to working for a man or a woman, like for the company, to actually having a company. I don't know why people underestimate you. They think that you're blind or stupid. Watch out for somebody who is envious. No one will compromise. Watch out for somebody who is envious. This is like I've got like 3 people right off the bat that are super jealous. Super jealous. No one will compromise. And again, this is energy is not coming from this. It's affecting this timeline, but it is not originating in this timeline. This group of people, no. This is coming from another timeline. That is why multiple timelines are involved, and that's why this envy, I mean, at least we're pinpointing it, but this 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 envy and jealousy. I tried to combine those 2 words because they mean the same thing to me. Okay. Well, no. Envy is like when you're like, oh, I want something that somebody else has. Jealousy is when you hate them because they have it. So putting individual needs above the group dooms new projects. These people are coming in to sabotage your project straight up. They want to steal it. They want to divvy it up between them. They want to take your stride that you have in the Knight of Pentacles, and they want to divvy it up amongst themselves. They don't care if you're alive or dead. Like they literally think that they can just come in here and replicate what you've done, but what you've done is authentic, and so it's not working. This is the untold history. Why you've had to face so many freaking financial setbacks, and like you've had to face so many envious people and people who have just put you down for who you are. Yeah. Happiness haters. This is a group of happiness haters, and they're connected to a society, secret society, a private society, a community. They're in the same city or in cities right next to each other. These people. So I'm saying they're in your area. Conflict, that's what's going to cause conflict at work, at home. These people want to come in and they want to snatch you up. They want to come in and they want to see what you're working on, because these people that are like this, they're in the background doing evil shit. They're doing bad shit, period. They're doing bad. They're doing wrong to God. They're doing wrong to humanity. They're doing bad shit, and they want to see if their bad shit's working on you, like straight up. They want to come in and be all like, I'm going to spy on you and cause problems at your house, or try to like somehow cause a disturbance, so that in the middle of you doing your job and working on your pentacles, they could somehow find out about it and then copy it and steal it. This is I'm not even joking. And this is coming from another lifetime, because remember in this card where it said that there was no quick get rich quick path for you. There's no get rich quick path for anybody, especially somebody that's going to try to copy your work. It's one, like, they could just say that your work inspired them, and then God wouldn't be pissed off about it. You know? but you're developing a brand or a label, and it needs to stay the way that you've created it, because the way that you've created it is what's going to create the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles and the actual abundance. These freaks, and I do mean that sincerely, if you are a person that is one of these envious people that's being a freak, that's like seriously stalking other people to find out what their projects are, to like corporate espionage them, how would you feel if somebody did that shit to you? Brought gang stalkers to your fucking house. How would you fucking like that? How would you like it if literally do unto others as you would have them do unto you? How would you like that if somebody actually did unto others as you have done unto others? Like straight up, how would you feel? That's what people need to be asking themselves right now. Because you coveting somebody else's work is ridiculous. Especially when they were sent here from God to do it. You need to find out what your own God-given job was and then do that shit and complete your own mission and stop coveting other people's shit. Don't look at other people's good work and then think that that belongs to you because you think you're better than somebody else. I don't care what your skin color is, what your name is, what religion you come from. I don't care. We're all the fucking same. We all make different choices, but we're all made the same shit, okay? So there's no, like, the racist, I feel a racist person. I feel like a person that really hates white people and black people. And, I mean, so there is a racial aspect to this and some jealousy, some envy. It could be racial envy, but it's about the pentacle that this knight holds, okay? Well, it's actually about the Eight of Pentacles. If we were to go back, it's actually about this, and like this is how this group and community had you in the Lovers reverse, stuck in a situation where you were like unable to make a move forward. So now you know. Now this is interesting. The Seven of Swords. I see this as like, he's looking at like, okay, shit, I'm leaving these other timelines behind. I'm taking my losses with these two. I'm going to go on with and forward with these other ones, right? I definitely, many choices confront you, but only one is correct, like I said. All others bring disaster. Yeah, all other timelines other than this one is incorrect. Running away from decisions and problems and commitments makes things worse. Your first instinct will be to do everything on your own. Back off at first sign because that's not working. Selfish decisions bring dishonor and shame. Now, these people want you to feel like you can't do anything without them. I feel that coming through really strongly. Like they may even be doing magic against you so that you feel like you can't do anything without them, but you can do everything. You like these people were never a part of you building your projects. They were a part of destroying them. There's people that want to divvy up your goods. They want to divvy up your birthright and your inheritance and your God-given talent, like some freaking like vampires, like, you know. Yeah, selfish decisions bring dishonor and shame. Now, this next card has a lot to do with why everybody's in the situation that we're in. This person is why. Well, this person and then a couple more that I see here. But this indicates a woman over 30, cool, frosty demeanor. Classically attractive, but aloof. Plays games with men's feelings. This person will be unfaithful, naturally thin and attractive without effort, self-absorbed and selfish, not interested in career advancement. Works because she has to, controlling, manipulative, and vindictive. This person's going to ruin everything. That's like straight up from every lifetime that this individual comes from, they ruin everything for everyone. I'm getting strong Virgo energy. Again, what did this card say about being selfish? It says straight up, selfish decisions bring dishonor and shame. Then the next card, you got this super self-centered woman who's in the reverse, who's young, And I don't care about age. Again, like I said, I don't care about age. I don't judge that shit. Um, but why is this person attacking everybody's love situation in the collective? This is a collective reading. Why is this going on? And again, this talks about divorce and unfaithful lover and cheating. Right here, the first freaking card was the lovers in reverse. Now we've got selfish person, and then selfish person. The person that's in this energy is the person that's cheating. I just heard Christy. Not interested in career advancement. Works because she has to. Controlling, manipulative, and vindictive. I'm getting gold digger energy. This person causes a lot of problems for other people. They're constantly causing a lot of problems for other people. Because they're playing games with everybody. This is the feeling of wanting the money without doing the effort. Wanting the clout without doing the clout or whatever you get that gets the clout. You know what I mean? This person could be naturally thin, but they don't have to be. But they feel like that they are very attractive without effort. And it's almost in the energy of I am ungrateful for how beautiful I am or something like that. They're unaware, basically. They're not appreciative of what they have while they have it. That's what I feel. This person is always unfaithful and has always been unfaithful and controlling and manipulative. Okay, so the next card is the Ten of Wands. Look what this woman just did, y'all. Look at all the burdens that this freaking person has created. Because what? Possibly because this person's messed up. They don't have a twin flame, so they're going to murder everybody else's. That makes some sense. I don't know. That's a no. Okay, but this person literally straight up thinks in all timelines that they're going to destroy everybody's twin flame and do some, whack stuff with this envy energy to literally make it so that people don't have love. Like, what? Oh, Ten of Wands. Life is a constant battle. Look at this person. What they did. They created life to be a continuous battle for everyone. You never seem to get a break. Your heart will be heavy. You doubt your own worth. You are overextended and overcommitted. You will be tested. No rest from your burdens. Your responsibilities are suffocating you. Look for new creative solutions because this stupid person stole yours. Look for creative solutions because your creative solution already got snatched up by this person who doesn't want career advancement. They're lazy. I mean, it doesn't say lazy, but I feel like they're lazy. Very controlling, manipulative, and vindictive on that part. Very unfaithful to everyone. They talk bad about everybody behind everybody's back. So, and then they burden people's lives like super bad, causing them to freaking have 10 of Wands when we were at the 4 of Wands and great celebration. Now we come across this frosty bitch and now we got it 10 of Wands to fucking carry. A life full of burdens and troubles and strife because of one stupid female. It feels like a witch. I mean, and I don't want to call a witch judgment, but this is shit that witches do. This envy shit. Ruin people's lives shit. Be manipulative and self-centered and psychotic. This person plays with other people's feelings. And whether you want to call that witchcraft or love, I don't care. But she's messing her playing. She's playing do on your heartstrings. She will fucking play you like a fiddle. This person will play your ass like a fiddle if you allow them. And if you allow them, they will seriously cause you to have to carry for the rest of your life these burdens. The Ten of Wands. All right. Then we've got the High Priestess. Now, somehow these three are connected. The community of people that are envious, that want to steal your work. This female who's just like a happiness hater person, that she may be an older woman that acts super young. She may be like 45 and she acts like she's 30. She may be literally like 50 or 55 and acts like she's 30. She still acts like she's like 30 or 13, you know, give or take. Somebody that's very passive aggressive, but still is so freaking vindictive. Like, they're passive aggressively vindictive, and it's all about mind games. This person is so selfish, they have no awareness of anybody else. This person's very annoying. I feel irritated with them. And this High Priestess is fucking irritated as shit with this person. Because the High Priestess is about inner peace and strength. You will be preoccupied. A passive reaction is best. Straight up to this stupid idiot witch person, trying to cause interference in your love life. This could be an in-law or a sister-in-law or something like that. Could be like a cousin. At any rate, could even be somebody's wife, yo. Oh yeah, duh. It's definitely somebody's wife, because the first card talks about divorce and separation and unfaithfulness, and then here you have this unfaithful lady. Self-absorbed and selfish, narcissistic. Then you've got the High Priestess. Now was and then you've got all of these burdens. So did this lady probably tried to say that you caused them a Ten of Wands burden, but in all truth, she's the one causing the Ten of Wands burden, and she's doing it from, you know, another lifetime. Then she goes and she gets the High Priestess involved. Well, that was smart. You will be preoccupied. A passive reaction is best. Remember about that part. The passive reaction to this person is best. Let others overreact about it while you remain calm and sure of the outcome. The answers to all your questions are already inside of you. Tap into your feelings. A mysterious and desirable yet unattainable woman in your life. Now I feel a jealousy going on. This person wants to have that aspect of being a mysterious and desirable yet unattainable woman, but they're not, because they're not in that energy. So there's a jealousy here, and that jealousy is creating a Ten of Wands. This also talks about a psychic reader that this person went to, about your Eight of Pentacles, your Four of Wands, and about your love life. They went to the High Priestess because they wanted to fuck down straight up. They wanted to do it from another goddamn timeline. Oh, yo, that's smart. That's like super smart, because if we looked in this timeline, we wouldn't find it. Wow. That's a little golden nugget of awesomeness right there. Okay, so literally, look at this. A moral lapse involving temptation. So, yeah, so she goes to the High Priestess, right? And then what happens? What do you think happens after these two link up and this one starts interacting with this one? See, she's not in the upright, but she is. Well, if you guessed judgment, you were very correct. Because that's exactly what happens. When you have somebody that brings lies to a high priestess, and that high priestess does witchcraft on a situation to end somebody, whether, and I'm serious, I'm talking about this shit is done in another timeline to affect this timeline. Okay. And maybe this high priestess works with a higher dimensional being that's like a timeline jumper. I do get that that is part of it. And then there's, I don't know what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing somebody in a cave. So somebody may have left the country to go see a high priestess in another country. The high priestess, she may have been seeing the 10 of Wands that this person has been causing you, and she could have called judgment on them. So judgment says arguments, legal, and contractual issues resolved in your favor. So if you've wronged someone, seek reconciliation and forgiveness. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. Find a new career. If you have been in a low period, this card signifies a turnaround. So like here where it was you're doing your art, or what, it could be art, it could be writing, it could be science, like whatever this new skill is, this new gift that's coming in from this other timeline. Being sloppy with your work and letting people see it before it's done is a no-no. No. If there's an inability to make a decision, that's why decision. Okay, we all have to laugh at ourselves sometimes. Okay, if you've been like trying to make a decision, but you haven't been able to make a decision, and you've felt like it's very difficult to make a decision, the universes could have collapsed in on each other and made a decision for you, like by calling judgment on the situation, because that's what we get a situation to change. So yeah, they're calling judgment on this person that has been telling lies, the one that tried to get you stuck so that you would make a bad choice, so that your friends would move on and abandon you, so that you would be fighting, have communication breakdown that leads to infidelity, so that you would be separated from your person, so that you would be possibly divorced. So that you would make a moral lapse in judgment and give into temptation, then the devil would have some type of foothold into your life, where right now doesn't, because you're not doing any dark shit. You're not doing it. You're not being an envious freak in the shadows, stalking somebody else's work like a vampire with his fangs out. You're minding your own business and saying, hey, look at the sun, vampires. That's right. And again, the warning about the indiscretion and infidelity, there may be the need to heal a relationship for sure. This person that lied to this high priestess has got this high priestess under so much judgment right now that it's like the fear of fucking God, straight up. Fuck that, no way. Hell no. Whatever she did, I don't want to do that. Literally, whatever she did. I mean, this person did a lot of stuff against you and against your business and against your love life and against your family life. She did a lot. She did a lot, and so did these people. They all did a lot. That's why judgment's getting called. Also, you could have a high priestess family member that is coming in to turn around whatever injustice has been done about all these burdens that you would have to carry because of this wicked person. This person that just doesn't care how they affect other people. That's straight up what we're dealing with. We're dealing with somebody that does not care how they affect other people. They do not even care about themselves. And that's probably a big problem. Something has messed them up. They think everything is a game. Until everything's a game when we play with fucking death magic. It's all a game until somebody fucking dies, right? It's all a game. This person could have lost a child because of this death magic, because of whatever they went to the high priestess to go do, because the high priestess is still in the upright, which means it shows me that this high priestess was not an evil high priestess. This was somebody that was trying to do the right thing to bring about balance and peace and harmony. And this person definitely doesn't have that type of intention. Not if right after encountering them, everybody's got a 10 of wands. Absolutely not. We rebuke her in the name of the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. Never. Judgment. What do we have here that shows up next? What I just say? Death. It's all fun and games until somebody dies. And it's all fun and games when you're sacrificing other people's family members, and then all of a sudden yours start to, pass. Then you realize that, oh, it's not so fun anymore now, is it? When my dear loved ones are passing over, when I'm losing a child and having to bury them. Now this death magic bullshit, now this corporate espionage, now this bullshit suddenly becomes not as much fun. When I'm not inflicting the pain, it's not as much fun. This is how this person thinks. Well, yeah, why'd you play a game with other people's lives? You fucking literally played a game with this high priestess's life. You played a game with their life by feeding them lies, because they went into the spirit realm and got instant judgment, got instantly judged. And then that's how they know that you're a liar about everything that you said, that this person, like everything that you said, everything. And this high priestess knows about the jealous neighbors, the envious people. Not in the upright. She knows about the 10 wands that this person created. We're dealing with people that know what they do. They just don't give a shit. Till it happens to them, then they still don't give a shit. They only care because it's happening to them. And that's about it. Like, literally. That's all you're going to get out of these people. Is them to maybe one day care about themselves a little bit. But no, it was okay when they sacrificed, my birth mother. When they sacrificed my birth father, that was fine for my family members to die. But for somebody else's family members to die, especially when it happens in an unnatural way. Dude. Backfire. Like, these two timelines are so sticky. I'm like, go into one. So that's literally how I read that. Judgment got called on this other timeline, straight up. People are losing their crowns. Losing their minds. And it's coming from this other timeline. All right, what else do they need to know about? Well, we got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. That's good. All right, so this energy is cycling out. I mean, it is and it isn't. It is and it isn't. Like, it is and it isn't. Cycling in and it's cycling out. Well, let's see. Okay, this person also. Now we're getting more information. I'm so sorry that this is like already an hour long. I didn't mean for that. All right, so now we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Another person. This to me seems like a couple. These energies are a couple. They maybe are married behind the scenes or something, or they're in some type of relationship that it has to do with polygamy or something like that. They may even have a connection just through a secret occult that this person's the other person that's getting judgment called on them. Denotes a male under 30, but I actually feel like they're over 30. But they act like a young person, like mentally, who is shy and self-involved. Again, two really self-involved people. He is somewhat materialistic and makes rash decisions. Oh yeah, kill them, take their sacrifice them. This was a good idea. Like literally, this person makes rash decisions. Like this person. Um, he's prone to making mistakes and argues over minor points. He is neither trustworthy nor respected. He will pass through your life without changing it. This person's getting judgment called on them on this weird relationship. And it is a weird relationship. You got two people that are extremely materialistic, self-driven, self-absorbed, and they are like will steal anything from anyone. They've got an angry mob of envious ass people that they can stir up at any point that they want to, just stir the shit pot. That's what these people are. Spoon lickers. Okay? That's what these people are doing. Because stirring the shit pot would be causing a bunch of burdens, going to a high priestess, causing real judgment to come down real hard on whoever these two people are that are trying to. And again, this could be a female that's in the Page of Pentacles reverse. This could be a male that's in this energy. You just fit it for how, these are like archetypes. You fit it for how that energy fits your situation. But there are two people working together behind the scenes, and it has to do with trying to make sure that you cannot progress further. That you're always burdened is what they want. But this high priestess is connected to the Ten of Wands, which means she may be a part of the burden. If she is giving these people readings, if this is a psychic reader, you've been warned. Period. If you're a psychic reader that does hoodoo, voodoo, voodoo, Santeria, whatever shit, like, and you're doing it to just like innocent people that you don't know, if you're taking it any advice from this type of person or this type of person and causing any type of Ten of Wands, you are going to be swiftly judged. That is not a joke. If you're trying to mess with another reader's platform, stop being one of these ridiculous, immature, disgusting people. Stop. Like, look, go for your own inheritance. Don't go steal somebody else's shit or even think that you could stand up in their shoes. Dude, you ain't the right size. That ain't a fit. It's not a fit. These people are trying to fit themselves into a situation that they don't belong in. Straight up. Same thing with these envious group of community. And these people are dark as shit. They're part of some type of, cult, whatever, organization, some type of church or some shit. I don't know. Or like homeowners association or some shit. They think that they have some type of authority and say over what goes, and like no, God doesn't fucking know these people, other than them being a pain in the ass. Maybe God's is on their tail now, but before that, God's like, I don't know, I've never seen you before. These are people that don't believe in God. That's why they're like this. That's why they don't even believe they have an inheritance themselves. They just believe in this like world. They just believe that this world is full of, I don't know, lack, poverty, whatever, limited resources. They're unauthentic, not creative. These three people working together couldn't come up with fucking anything. Not individually, not together. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this, other than I could just say impotent. They're completely impotent in some type of way. And impotence does have to do with sex, but this is like impotent in general. not specifically sexual, just general impotency. They cannot create. They cannot create. They cannot come up with ideas or things with them. They don't know who they are. They're not authentic. They're wearing a mask. They're all wearing masks. Be careful. Somebody may want to use your strength against you. There's a strength in reverse on the bottom. They're like, oh, you got so much power. I can't siphon it. I can't this to it. I can't that to it. How am I going to get it then? What am I going to do? I must go to a high priestess then. No, that got judgment called on you and the whole situation. And these two timelines that are very conflicting, they're like the opposite of each other. They need to just blend in and then smooth it out. Here we go, the Empress. This is what it's all about. Literally, like, this is about the Empress. The High Priestess is way jealous. These people, way jealous. This person, jealous. This is all jealousy. This is all about jealousy and envy. Ew. Ew. Oh, yeah. But what about? What is this about? So, creativity, like I was saying, these people are impotent. So is this person. That's why they had to go to a high priestess. They're not magical. They don't have powers. That's why this person had to go to a high priest. I feel like these people are connected. The only reason they're connected is because of the destruction of your love life and your business and trying to steal that. And it's through this high priestess person. So the Empress, she's the highest female card in the deck. It talks about creativity, personal growth, and self-development. Success brings freedom, material comfort, security, and protection. Wealth may separate you from your roots and sense of self. It's pretty weird. Sexual pleasure, fertility, excellent physical condition and health, loving relationship between mother and child. For some, it could have mother going to the high priestess, getting on their child who is a male that's under 30. I feel somebody getting readings on somebody that's in the military and they're not finding out good information. Like, not that the information is wrong, it's just there's another timeline that has to do with this person, okay? That the reader is unable to see. That's what I see. So the Empress shows me that well, the first card talked about the need talking about. Sorry about that. I feel like that's the relationship that they were talking about. There had been in this other timeline a very bad relationship with your mother. If you had a lot of karma, like a really hard time with your mom in this life, it's because of this other timeline. And because you're the Empress. You're the one that holds all the creativity and the power at the end of the day. So that's probably what all the jealousy is about. Money and possessions. And betrayal. Two of Wands. All right. Indicates growth of personal power and courage. You will command the respect and attention of others. Embark in a new adventure. It's talking about that already because look at these people already tried to snatch up your creative project, right? So if the new one's coming in, start that new creative venture. Work little bit by little bit at it. Research carefully before making decisions. Like this high priestess should have researched into the person that you were, because she would, if she would have, instead of just taking this person's word for granted, like that they were telling the truth about everything, this high priestess really should have checked to see if you were an empress, like straight up. And even if you're a male, you can be in the empress energy. Okay. Um, she didn't do that. That's why the judgment is here. And neither did this male. They don't go and look in the spirit to see who you were, what you had with you coming into this life. Again, this person makes rash decisions. They went to have you attacked by this high priestess without even having you investigated spiritually. That doesn't even make any sense. Um, Yeah, act decisively, research carefully before making decisions. New creative ideas needed for success. Again, these people who are impotent, they can't create new ideas. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I just know that they can't. Like they are going to be after you forever because they can't create they have been getting away with doing some shit. That's all I got to say is that they've been getting away at doing something successfully to you to block any good thing coming in. That's why you had to go within yourself and find that natural gift and talent there to then bring it to creation, to to fulfillment, and then to have it for them to then see it, to want it, to envy it, to put you in this situation. So commit all of your energy to one project or to new projects. Like if you're teeter tottering, should I do this? Should I do that? You need to put your energy. If you keep it split, it'll split the timelines and keep splitting the timelines. And we don't want that. We want it to merge together. But yeah, this high priestess, like because of who you are in this other timeline, you're an empress, yo. They needed to do their research and they didn't. They didn't. So I want to know a little bit more about the situation. I'm going to use my note cards now. Neighborhood. Community. That's what this is. Neighborhood community. It was an immediate judgment for them. Oh, no, you do not. They wanted you to be in fear. They wanted you to say yes to everything that they were going to do to you. This is a neighbor. They are psychotic as shit. They're a freaking psycho. They're probably wearing their mama's dress, freaking, talking in a high voice, putting makeup on, and, playing psycho. You could have been abducted from another timeline and brought to this one. Someone's been keeping tabs on your life. Oh, look at all these. Okay, so you could be very attractive and very gorgeous. There could be something here about Gnosticism. I know that the CIA project has to do with Gnosticism. There's definitely Aquarius involved. You could be the Aquarius. The Aquarius could be somebody in the situation, or it could be somebody that you're about to meet. It also could be the new age of Aquarius that we are in. There is something to gain. See, now they thought that there was something to gain. There may be an Aquarius that's doing this black magic, witchcraft, because they thought that there was something to gain. And that's what we clearly see here. That somebody thought that there was something to gain and to take and to steal. And then you end up here in the Empress energy, still able to create, even though they destroyed your beautiful creations. Betrayals. This was like the ultimate betrayal, and it was a test. to see if you would be able to heal from that relationship betrayal. Because I do feel like that one of these people could be an ex and they could have cheated. Oh my gosh, cheating. It says it right there. They could have cheated on you with your best friend. If, if like I'm seeing a male cheating with a female, and then I'm seeing also the other way around. So again, somebody could have like tried to barter or trade your energy and play it off like it was their own, and that's not working. Somebody could have had something to do with a house, a home, or a robbery. They could have staged a robbery at a house or a home. They were doing too much. They could have hired a hitman. You are the blessings. Be more picky when it comes to friends. You could be somebody that has star traits, and that's why people are attracted to you. They were doing death spells, yes, and graveyard magic. It's gotten the attention of aliens and extraterrestrials. Salvation. And there's a completely fulfilled prophecy with this situation right here. This multiple timeline situation. There is and oh my god, duh! Ah! The fulfilled prophecy is Ragnarok. It's Ragnarok. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, you got these people, they are scratching their heads about you. You got somebody out there's feeling romantic feelings. I can feel it. Somebody cannot take rejection. Could be this immature person and this immature person. Somebody really, really hates that you are getting blessed and that you have gifts. Also, if you are a person that is a cross watcher, you're in the Illuminati or the Freemasons, and you're attacking me or any other Earth Angel, you're going exactly against the Knights Templar. Okay? And you've already been warned. There's straight up people still protected by this shit that are the blood of Christ and the actual physical. Okay? And you've been warned. Don't do that. Do not try to take Earth Angels off their mission, off their relationship, off their path. Don't trespass. What? I mean, why should we even have to say that? You mental. This person's mental. Proceed with caution. Know that God is looking out for you. You're going to get wish fulfillment. You could need to change your eating habits. You could need to fast. You could use your intuition. Use a pendulum. Don't forget about God. This was not an accident. There's a Ouija board involved. This low level divination spying. Using demons and shit. Let's just be honest. Remember polarization and ostracization. If you've been ostracized by a community in the reverse, remember the law of polarization. That what goes around comes around, and boom. You could be asked to move. And if you're like, oh, I'm not going to move, dude, God's going to make it really bad. It says departure or move. Until you do move. Then you'll have respite. Okay? The tables are turning. Know that there was something going on. There was something very tragic going on about this energy. You're somebody that's not predictable. This jealousy and envy card just fell over. These people were breaking laws. Somebody's being surveillance. Somebody's trying to surveillance somebody. Somebody's trying to hack into somebody's Wi-Fi. Somebody's trying to hack onto somebody's phone. Don't ever leave your phone sitting around people and walk away. Just don't. This is about the gift. Again, the gift is the key. The proof is in the details. There's going to be a wealth transfer that happens. Lucifer rebuked them. Lucifer rebuked them. You hear that? The devil, Lucifer rebuked them and their gifts for coming for you. That's a no. Even when the devil says no, that's a no. Okay. So I'm going to pick all these cards up and reshuffle. Is there anything else that they need to know about this situation? Like, what do we do to handle it with the multiple timelines? What can we do? Focus on happiness and rebirth. Stay on one consistent path. Not give up and not give in. Or give in and give up, depending on the situation. For everything to align smoothly and the integration to happen. And integration. All right, the Hierophant reversed. Be open to unconventional ideas. The truth is not as it seems. Wow. However, don't be paranoid or imagine problems. Cheating and deception causes divorce or the end of a relationship. Good God. Sorry. Jeez. Friends betray you with slander and gossip. Bad advice serves someone else's needs. Possible loss of faith in medical, professional, religious, or educational institution. Damn. Well, thanks. So be open to unconventional ideas. The truth is not as it seems. However, don't be paranoid or imagine problems. Cheating and deception cause divorce and the end of a relationship. That's if you think you're being cheated on, and if you're watching this video and it's come through so many different times. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm going to point to that direction. Okay? You do the math. And there may be more investigating that needs to happen because the truth is not as it seems, right? Especially with Ragnarok. Like, the whole story of how everything went down, they say all this shit. No, dude, it was a bunch of planets that, like, ran into each other, and an asteroid hit another planet, and that broke off, and then it affected more. And then they made a story about it. So that's part of that. Like I want to take that card back and shuffle again because that was fucked. We're ending this on a better note than that shit. Straight up, God. What was that? All right. The star. Again. No! Oh my gosh. Damn. It's the Lovers in reverse again. I'm just going to say the same thing that the other card just literally said. Inability to make a decision. A bad choice is made. Friends move on and abandon you. fighting and communication breakdown lead to infidelity and separation, possible divorce. Somebody's getting a divorce, a moral lapse in judgment involving temptation, indiscretion and infidelity, interference of in-laws, the need to heal a relationship. I'm gonna try again, okay. Okay, so this is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Bad time to make major life changes. Avoid decisions and commitments, especially if it's with the people that were in this reading, or that's the people in the society. Situations have a way of working themselves out. Yay. Too many factors are pending to conclude a project. That could be happening right now. You don't realize that you're missing an important piece of the information that could affect your final decision. Don't take action. Wait for the situation to resolve itself. If you're in a situation that involves cheating, this is your answer right here, okay? It will resolve itself. Just sit back and just wait for it to play out. That's going to be the best way for you, honestly, like that I feel, because situations do have a way of working themselves out, and avoid being pressured into making decisions or commitments right now. The only major life change that I feel is like a really good one right now would be to retire if you're wanting to do that. But as far as like get married, make a commitment, I'm not really seeing that right now. Don't ever do that in a Mercury retrograde period. Plan anything important. Like, it's okay to have a birthday in a Mercury retrograde, but do not plan your wedding in one, or your entire relationship will be cursed with that energy. All right. Well, what's the missing information? Can we have that? Like, can we have the information that was missing that it was just speaking about? Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. This makes sense. Female, a perfectionist, conceals her true emotions. Vicious, gossip, betrayal, not a true friend, says what she thinks people want to hear. She is envious of you. Do not trust this woman. She causes problems for you. I'm going to be straight up. This is a female. For everybody, this is a female. Or it could be a man that acts like a female and gets their feelings hurt all the time and literally acts like a female. Like, maybe not like, oh yeah, but they're emotionally, they're acting from their like feminine energy or something, okay? I'm going to read this again. Remember the last card just said about like that we were missing information about this whole scenario of your love life being sabotaged, your work being stolen, the whole thing. This is the missing information. You have somebody who is in the Queen of Swords reverse working right against everything that you do. And this is a female, a perfectionist, somebody that wants to be seen as a perfectionist, for sure. Conceals her true emotions. This is a liar. This is somebody that does vicious gossip that causes people to get harmed, gossip that causes people to get gang stalked. This is gossip that causes people to get unalived by other people. This is very harmful gossip. It's very bad. This is like people saying, oh yeah, she sacrifices kids and drinks baby's blood and burns, I don't know, corpse candles and whatever, like horror fiction, like they can come up with, you know? This person's not a friend. She says what she thinks other people wants to hear to everybody. She does that to everybody. She's envious of you. You have somebody always doing the evil eye on you. They never stop. They literally don't ever stop doing the evil eye on you. It's a continual attack on you. And they don't, nah, they pretty much know that they're sending you negative energy. They don't care. They straight up don't. Again, you're the sacrifice. Why the fuck would she care when you're the sacrifice? Betrayal. Betrayal. So if you have a friend, they may be sleeping with your husband. It could be talking about this literally, because we had the divorce come up, the vicious gossip also come up. Says what she wants people to hear. People says what she thinks people want to hear. She is envious of you. Do not trust this woman. She causes problems for you. No shit. No shit. So she could have caused that whole community to come after you. She could have literally made up vicious lies and gossip about you because you said no to her. Like literally. And this could be somebody that you don't even know that could have turned a whole group of people onto stealing your work and coming after you. Literally, this is the information, is that you have a female, a perfectionist that conceals her true emotions. This is a liar, vicious gossip, betrayal. Always the entire time had the intent to betray. This is the overall energy of the enemy. They always had the intent coming in to betray. Not a true friend. Says what she thinks, what she wants you, what you would want to hear. It's manipulative. She's envious of you. Okay? That's the evil eye. Do not trust this woman. She causes problems for you. You've been warned about her. And Most High God, please rebuke that woman for the collective. Amen. All right, let's get a closing message here. Anything else hidden that we need to know about, or anything else? There could be somebody passing away. There could have been somebody that just passed away. And then there could be a lot of people in an organization who have people around them passing away because of what they did with this dark priestess and what they did for the Queen of Swords in reverse. The person that is doing the vicious gossip and envy and all that slander shit. This person could say that you're the fake and they're the authentic one. There's so many lies that this person has told that they can't even remember them all. And they're a perpetual liar that is a liar that just does it off of... They're like a sociopathic liar. They just don't have a reason. Pathological, I'm sorry. The Tower. Wow. Long-held beliefs and ideas are challenged. Overall chaos. Sudden crisis and misery. This woman, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and how... So that was the hidden information from the spread where we had the other queen that was in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? So that was the missing part. We thought that it was only about these two people. Actually, it's not. It actually was about that Queen of Swords in reverse. Natural disasters. I mean, how many earthquakes are happening right now? How many natural disasters are actually happening right now and have been happening? How many people have been dying, like in organizations, secret societies, shit like that? Like, this is a massive tower that's been caused. And we already saw the judgment, so that's why there's a tower here. All aspects of your life are open to disaster. Take action. Trouble will end only after you get rid of something or someone. Until you get rid of the Queen of Swords in reverse, you will continually have towers upon your life and your love life specifically. It will cause divorce, breakup, separation, because that's what that envious person is jealous about. Remember how I said that this is a person that doesn't have a twin flame, so they hate all other twin flame relationships. Later, you will realize that the changes were for the best for removing somebody. So it's like, yes, absolutely. Remove that if you can figure out who that person is in your life, then to the chopping block, remove them. Not literally, but like just cut ties with them. That's going to be the best thing, because you're going to go into a never ending tower if you stay in any way connected to them or connected to that energy. Okay, I'm so sorry that this reading was so long, but I hope that you guys understand a little bit more about different timelines and about how we merge with ourselves, and a little bit more just overall about, like, hopefully what's going on in this life and this timeline, why some things maybe didn't make sense for you. Yeah. And your love life, if you are going through a divorce, it is for the best thing. Like, it's even, I don't care if you have kids, if you're going through a divorce right now. What was that? There could be somebody named Amy getting divorced. I also heard Kenneth. There may be somebody named Jen or Jenna, Jennifer. There's a Terrence involved. I heard Jody. Can we get a closing message? The Fool. Okay. All right, this makes sense. So you're very unpredictable and spontaneous. You could have been the fool in this situation. So you're free of responsibility. Especially if you're getting a divorce, you're going to be free of responsibility. And by the choice, you don't like restrictions. You have the soul of an entrepreneur. Like I said, it is a good time to be an entrepreneur and take that business to fruition, but be aware of those society members that don't like it. You have the soul of an entrepreneur. It signifies the start of a new phase in life. Okay, so it is a new phase in life. Trust in your own ideas and plan no matter what others may say. Okay. All right, so that's going to be the end of your guys' reading today. I hope that it has helped, and we're going to go ahead and release all the spirits and the Holy Spirit and everybody that was affected by all timelines that were discussed here. Any ancestors that are here, we thank you. All spirit guides, we thank you. God, Most High, we thank you for revealing this information. It was really, really important for people to get this download. Thank you. Okay, so if you have that ear sensitivity, I am going to go ahead and use my chimes to clear out the energies. So you may want to muffle your ears, okay? Here we go. Okay, you guys survived. I'll see you in the future.